Good morning, everyone who's joined so far. We will be starting in about 2 minutes time, just to allow for more people to join us. Again, good morning to those who have just joined. We're just going to wait another minute or so to allow some more people to join. Yeah, just one more minute and then we'll start, just while we're waiting for some more people to join us this morning. Another few seconds and then I'll get started. Another couple of seconds and I'll start. Okay, 2 minutes past, so I will start the webinar now. So welcome to the latest webinar in the Neville's series. We really appreciate you joining us this morning. Today it will be myself presenting, Ian Whitsey, Product Manager at Neville's, and I'm also joined by Andrew Neville, Managing Director. I've degraded you. So the session should last around 20 minutes with time for questions at the end. If you have any questions, please click on the Q&A box button and then type your questions in there. Andrew will monitor these as we go and we will answer the questions at the end. Once the broadcast has ended, you will be directed to a survey via your web browser. If you don't mind filling that in at the end, that would be greatly appreciated. And this is being recorded, so if you do encounter any difficulties, you will be able to play this on demand. So let's start with the contents page for today. So today's webinar, we are going through our new October product launch, mainly focusing on some key product areas, including porcelain, table presentation, disposables, table service, buffetware, and trays. We have around 70 items in total being launched for October across these categories, plus a few extra lines in other key areas. So Andrew, we'll start with the new product video, please. So we'll start with some new additions in our porcelain, our coloured beverage range. So we have two new colours to introduce, with a matte blue and a gloss brown colour. The brown brings a nostalgic look to hot drink service, which I personally quite like. I think this colour would be perfect for those kind of quirky coffee shops with, you know, the vintage upcycled furniture and decor. I also have seen that 70s interior design is a growing trend also within restaurants and bars, which this collection for me, I think, fits perfectly into that. Dark blues are also a popular color choice within interior design, and so we have introduced this matte blue coffeeware range, ultimately to try and help tie together restaurant aesthetics with drink presentation. The blue glaze used on the porcelain pieces is described as being a half matte glaze, which produces a nice bold matte blue color, but you don't necessarily have the issues with finger marking usually experienced with full matte glazes. Our existing black, grey and sage colors also use this finish. So for both colors, we have a latte mug, 4 coffee cup sizes from espresso to a larger cappuccino 12-ounce size, the matching saucers and a milk jug. And for the brown only, we have the 45 cl teapot. Moving on to some table presentation items and the cast iron trivets. So we are pleased to introduce 5 wooden trivets into the range. We have created these trivets to match with some of our larger cast iron pieces, which includes the bigger sizes of oval dish, the fry pan, the round-eared dish, the deep casserole dish, and the wok. They're all made from acacia wood and feature the integral handles for easy handling, obviously quite important when handling hot dishes for oven to table service, as an example. These are designed slightly thicker than standard acacia platters, about 2.5 centimeters thick, and have a 3-piece construction, which all together kind of helps to improve the overall strength and durability of the boards. Again, these are sold in packs of 6, which is in line with the cast iron pieces, which are also sold in packs of 6. On to the next slide, please. We have some black vintage steel items. So we've extended this range with some new brass handled mini cookware pieces. These products have proved very popular in our vintage steel collection. So it's quite an easy decision to incorporate some of these products into the black as well. So we've added mini saucepans of 3 sizes, mini fry pans 2 sizes, and oval dishes in 2 sizes. I'm sure you're all familiar with the black vintage range, but just as a gentle reminder, they all have this durable PVD coating with the tumble vintage finish. Alongside the attractive brass handles, the range is for us perfect for upscale casual dining. I think it creates a smart premium look to food presentation. I personally quite like the color contrast of the black vintage on white ceramic plates or like white plain canvas, as you can kind of see on the image there on the slide with our porcelain presentation plates. I would also like to reiterate that these products are oven safe and dishwasher safe, which is particularly important, an important consideration for restaurant operators. Next slide, please. So new for both vintage and black vintage ranges are the taco stands. So as we all know, tacos are everywhere in the UK currently, a bit of a trending item. And from what I've seen, there are very little options for presenting them. So we have effectively combined our love of tacos and our love of vintage steel and decided to bring this to market. I personally think they really elevate taco presentation, maybe giving a slightly more premium look. And yeah, for me, the black vintage stands out incredibly well. Again, these are dishwasher safe, so whilst they do look fantastic, there is no compromise on ease of care of use. As mentioned above, tacos are very popular in the UK, as I'm sure they are on the continent for our European friends. What I've seen quite a lot of is while standard tacos are popular, people are being quite innovative and creative with their tacos, and I've seen things like pancake tacos. I can't remember what the restaurant chain is, but they were certainly selling pancake tacos, which I thought was quite an innovative way. So hopefully these stands inspire more taco creativity. Next slide, please. So we have an array of greaseproof paper being added for October with 7 new designs to share with you. We have some fish themed papers with an anchor print and a school of fish design. We also have a barbecue print, which is available in 2 sizes, coffee and cake design, an avocado design, which would be great for your vegan dishes or brunch offerings. I particularly like our other new designs, which are the mosaic prints in black and blue. Again, lots of restaurants, particularly Mediterranean restaurants, use Spanish or sometimes referred as to Moroccan tiling as part of their interior design, whether that's wall decor or tabletops. So I think using the mosaic greaseproof paper can be a really simple, cost-effective way of tying together interior design with food presentation. We have updated our greaseproof paper sample packs to include these new designs. So when the stock does arrive for these, which I think is next week or the week after, we will make some stock for you to order these as samples. Next slide, please, Andrew. So within our table service category, we've added some additional new grinders, which we are naming London grinders. They have a classic, sophisticated look with the dark stain on the beechwood body, and you have the choice of either the chrome plated finish or the copper plated finish on the head and base of the grinder. Again, upscale casual is a bit of a buzzword for us, but these fit perfectly into that market. Again, your steakhouse or modern bistros are the kind of places I see these being a great tabletop addition. Like our other grinders, these feature the ceramic mechanism, which is suitable for both salt and pepper, and they are supplied with the S&P tops for you to change as you please. Andy, would you like to add anything?
Yeah, thanks, Ian. Good morning, all. Yeah, very little to add. Ian's said and explained these really, really well. I think it's just probably emphasizing this variety of this launch. Certainly when I look at this and look at the number of additions across the ceramics, table service, table presentation lines, I think a lot of these now build on the successes of existing ranges and also help, I think, from a sales point of view, to bring them to life. So if you take the coloured beverage editions, it means a great chance to emphasize now this complete range of colours that we do. We do now up to 12 colours, which include white. So there really now is a colour and a mix and match to suit everybody. So I think that's an important point. Again, just looking at the trivets supporting the cast iron ranges, which is done extremely well. Vintage and vintage black editions show that these ranges are going from strength to strength. So now we're really, really pleased with those. Loving the greaseproof paper. We've been wanting to launch that for a while now. And then my favorites are these London grinders. Actually, they look even better in real life. So yes, they're really, really good, and we're really pleased to introduce those. So yeah, back over to you, Ian.
Thank you very much, and we'll move on to some buffet and display items. New in this category, I would like to start by introducing the galvanized steel display trays. A very industrial design with the straight-sided walls and featuring handles either side. I think these are great for coffee shops displaying fresh pastries and pre-prepared sandwiches, or possibly even used as a frame for inserting stainless steel gastronome. These are available in half size and third size, and they are both 6.5 centimeters in height. As these are galvanized steel, they should be lined with greaseproof paper as well. To the next slide, please, Andrew. We have some melamine buffet boxes for October, which are available in matte black and matte grey in the GN third sizing. Predominantly, we see these being used for deli counters and cold buffets, but they are also good for outdoor dining. Maybe this is more relevant for our European friends, but these could be good for poolside menus where ceramic is not suitable. We have the matching lids for these, which can be used to help protect food or possibly for stacking multiple boxes, or actually alternatively, the lids actually work really well on their own as a display tray, which you can see on our imagery on this slide. On to the next slide, please. And finally, for buffet, we have two new designs of dispensers. Both designs have a cereal dispenser and a juice dispenser. The acrylic-based versions are very modern in design with a easy-to-use tap and high-quality polycarbonate body. The frosted acrylic base really differentiates this item from other dispensers that I've seen out there. The juice dispenser has a capacity of just over 7 litres and features the inner stainless steel tubing for ice to help keep drinks cooler for longer. The cereal dispenser is a smaller capacity, so this is only 3.7 litres, much more compact size, which enables hoteliers to provide more cereal options for guests, whilst not necessarily taking up a lot more space on the breakfast buffet. Slightly more traditional looking, we have the stainless steel based dispensers, which once again feature an easy to use taps and or dispenser mechanism and polycarbonate body. The juice dispenser is 7 litres in capacity and uses a cool block between the base and polycarbonate body to help maintain drink temperature. And the 6 litre cereal dispenser has a simple pull mechanism which dispenses a measure of cereal. Again, these are all to aid portion control and hopefully reduce waste. For both juice dispensers, we do have spare taps available should they be required. Onto trays. So we have some new designs of trays. So both styles are made from polyester. The sizing is 43 by 33 centimeters, and both versions are dishwasher safe. So the items at the top, the plain polyester trays, are available in the 3 colors. These trays can be washed 3 times a day under normal use. The Deco Dry trays combine the best of both polyester and laminate trays. So they have a polyester core, which is strong and durable, and the top surface and underside as well have the laminate finish in either a wood finish, where we have three options, or a granite finish. And these trays are dishwasher safe for extensive use, which makes them ideal for high volume establishments. Both ranges, you can see, have a slightly twist to the design with the curved corners, which brings a bit of modernization to a traditional range of product. The new design still ensures good stackability for both storage and air circulation for drying, and the scratch and stain resistance remains really good on these items. I know our marketing team are currently working on a tray guide for our ranges, which we hope to share with you soon in the coming weeks. So that's our October launch. All items are on our website in our new product section. And I believe most of the items are now in stock. I think I mentioned earlier, greaseproof paper is coming in possibly next week. And I also believe that to be true for our cast iron trivets as well. But everything else is in stock. You should have received your marketing pack already. But if not, there is a QR code on this slide, which you can scan, and that will direct you straight to the launch pack should you need it. The pack should contain all new imagery, the new video that we showed you earlier, list pricing for the new products, and we'll also add the recording of this webinar to that should you wish to share with your colleagues. You'll also have an updated copy of our discontinued products list, and those items which are removed from the next e-brochure. That brochure is being finalized currently, and I think that's going to be available in the next couple of weeks. Again, if you haven't received your marketing pack and want to receive it via email, then please contact the marketing team, marketing@nevilleuk.com. Next slide, please. Just to reiterate, I would like to highlight again our showrooms in London and Manchester, as well as our head office showroom. And a reminder, we have Kay, our fantastic showroom manager, who is extremely busy working with our sales teams and customers to ensure they get the most out of their showroom visits. Kay is available in the London showroom every week, Tuesday to Thursday. So please get in touch and arrange your next showroom visit with her. she can host yourselves or your end user customers if that's required. Again, there's a QR code on this slide. If you want to book that in, then please scan that now. I would also like to add that all our new products are now on display in our showrooms. So now's a good time to make a visit to Kay. On to the final slide. So thank you for listening and your general support of Neville's. I hope you found this useful. A survey will open up after this webinar in your web browser. If you could provide feedback, that'd be great. Or again, you can use the QR code on this slide and access the survey via that way if you wish. Andrew will now answer any questions.
Great, thanks, Ian. Excellent webinar again. Just reiterating at the end there, there's a couple of things that I noted as well. I think we can't emphasize enough the showrooms. They're a great way to get you and your customers up to date with all the products that we're doing, including new lines. Every single one that comes into our showroom will come away actually with opportunities, ideas, and often orders. Actually, most of the time orders. So it's a really good way of actually helping to develop business. So the other one is a trade brochure. Actually, it's been a few years since we've had one of those as well, and Neville's Heritage in Trade. So that's looking forward to seeing that. That will be really exciting. As ever, Ian, in these ones, you've stunned people and they have no questions. You've answered every single thing that that people have. So there are no open questions so far, sir. So so I think we are. Thank you very much. There is a very, very small question, which is in light of the problems with the economy, how will this impact Neville's? How long do you have? I think it's we, like many people, will be impacted by this. I think this is a wider question about exchange rates are obviously very, very well publicized. And so, yeah, absolutely, we're seeing the impacts as a teams. We're looking to see how we can mitigate some of those. But again, we will see impacts, and certainly we will. You know, we're well built to survive some of these impacts. But yeah, we'll have to look and see what that means for our business and make any adjustments we need to. But yeah, there are obviously going to be impacts that we'll all feel from this as well. Most notably, probably, is exchange rate is the biggest thing for us at the moment. So that's the only question, which is thank you very much for that. Back over to you, Ian.
Okay, so thanks for sending that in. I'd just like to bring to your attention, we have our next webinar, which is planned for December. Not got a confirmed date for them, but keep it in mind. A nice update prior to Christmas for our January new product launch, which remains an exciting launch once again. We will send the registration out for this closer to the time. Again, this is being recorded, so we will add that to the pack and share this with you should you wish to share. And I think that's everything from me. So thanks again for joining us. Goodbye.